Today I'm going to show you how to make an amazing evening or morning milk. This is an Ayurvedic recipe that I absolutely adore. I didn't come up with it. It's something that you see a lot in Ayurvedic practice. You know, Ayurvedic practitioners can give it to you, or you can find it in Ayurvedic websites, but of course there are always variations that you can play around with. I have this milk every single morning myself, or sometimes I have it in the evening. And it's something that I always recommend to my clients, especially if they have any issues with falling asleep or staying asleep, or if they want a nice drink before they go to bed. You know, especially in the evening, it's a time where many of us want to relax and sit at the sofa and either read something or watch something. And that's often when we go into the kitchen and grab things that may be not of great benefit for us. And I find that a warm milk in the evening just is an amazing treat. Alternatively, of course, you can have it in the morning, and this is what I personally do most days. So I'm not having coffee, and I do recommend that people wean off coffee because it's a stimulant and it can be irritating for digestion, very stimulating for the brain, and it doesn't support long-term health generally, but that's a different topic. So why not have something very nourishing and filling first thing in the morning instead of a stimulant? For this recipe, I'm using raw cow's milk, which is unhomogenized and unpasteurized. I love this brand. It's called Ahimsa, and I find it in the Queen's Park Farmers Market here in the UK. I go every Sunday and get one bottle. And there's another brand in the UK called Estate Dairy, which you can find in Whole Foods, which is again unhomogenized. So let's explore cow's milk for a moment. I have gone through drinking cow's milk as a kid or teenager to then completely changing to vegan milks, and now I'm back into having that. And I want to explain why it's actually a good food to consume. So according to Ayurveda, cow's milk is one of the foods that builds ojas in the body, and ojas means vitality or vital essence. It's something that cultivates health. So they suggest that it's good for us to have cow's milk, but we need to have it in the right way. It's not right to have it as we are used to have it in cereal and cold. It's better for us to have it warmed up, spiced up with lots of good Ayurvedic spices, as I'm going to show you, and have it in small portions. So I only need this whole bottle to have this medicinal milk recipe for the whole week. It gets me through Monday to Sunday. Okay, so let's go ahead and make our milk. So I'm gonna add half a cup of cow's milk, and then I'm gonna fill the rest of it with water. So half a cup milk, half a cup water. So now that I have my water and milk, I'm gonna put it in the saucepan. In the saucepan, I'm going to add 1 date. I'm gonna remove the pit and put it in here. So fresh medjool dates is another thing, another food very much appreciated in Ayurveda for its capacity to bring vitality into the body. I'm going to also add 2 strings of saffron. I'm using Greek saffron, and saffron is an amazing herb to use. It has such beautiful properties. It can help us to reduce any depression symptoms because it has the capacity to help with serotonin production and regulation. It also helps for that same reason with sleep. So the melatonin serotonin cycle, it's very supportive of that. It's also a great aphrodisiac, they say, so it can help with libido, sexual health. And I'm going to also add 3 blanched almonds that I have blanched myself. So it's very easy to blanch almonds. You just take 3 regular almonds, you add boiling water, you wait for 5-10 minutes, and then you can easily take the peel off. So I'm gonna add that in there too, and then I'm gonna put this to heat up. Okay, so here I have my milk with the saffron, the 3 almonds, and the date, and I'm gonna wait for it to begin to froth. While my milk is warming up, I'm going to crush a few cardamom pods. In this milk recipe, we're adding these beautiful medicinal herbs that have been used in many cultures, many traditions for thousands of years. So cardamom is said to be the queen of spices in Ayurveda, and it's supposed to be very warming for the body. So I'm just gonna crush the pods here. You can use a powder instead. To the mix, we're also adding ground turmeric, which is anti-inflammatory, a really amazing herb to promote good health and longevity. So many properties, I can't even begin. Ginger powder as well. It's a great herb for the gut, for gut motility. It brings warmth in the digestive system and the womb space, the reproductive organs. It aids digestion in so many different ways. And we also have cinnamon, which of course is amazing for blood sugar balancing, a very feminine, warming herb. Okay, so we can see now the milk is starting to come into a boil. And in Ayurveda, they say we have to make it froth, allow it to froth 3 times so that we can balance it out even better. So you see it's beginning to froth right now. When it starts to froth even more, I am simply going to lift it, or rather switch it off. I could lift it, but it's really, really hot. So now the froth goes down, and then I'm gonna put it back on, and the froth is gonna come back up, and then I'm gonna reduce, and then one more time. A last froth before I completely switch it off. Okay, it's ready now for the next steps. Okay, so this is my warmed up milk, and I'm gonna add ginger powder. I'm going to add cinnamon. It's about 1/4 teaspoon each. Turmeric. All these anti-inflammatory properties of turmeric. And I'm going to also add and of course, nothing is complete without ghee. So I'm adding about 1/2 teaspoon of ghee. So I'm using a Thermomix, and I'm gonna add my milk into the Thermomix. I'm gonna make sure all the good ingredients are in there. And then I'm gonna blend it so that my dates will completely dissolve. Okay, so that's it, it's ready. I'm just gonna pour it. And I'm going to enjoy it. So good. So yeah, I do highly encourage you to make this recipe and let me know what you think. You can see that beautiful color, all the divine spices. That's the real original golden milk recipe.